Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'm pretty happy because Norwich City vs Ipswich today and we won 3-0, so I'm just saying, who's top of the league? That might be us. Just saying, who's bottom of the league? It might be them. Sorry for any people who are watching from Suffolk. I don't really have a massive football sort of any problems with anybody who supports Ipswich. I just thought I'd throw it in there to spice things up a bit. But I hope you're all great. I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. We are playing some more Murdered Soul Suspect today, and we are looking to go a little bit further now because obviously Joy got carted away in the police car from the last stage. So we need to obviously go find where she is. We need to investigate a bit further. It's looking more and more like Baxter appears to be one of the bad guys. We can't seem to find him at the moment. He seems very, very interested in everything that's going on, especially the people that are the mediums that are being murdered. So we shall see what we go from there. I hope you guys enjoyed my previous stream of the Dungeons and Dragons. It was quite a long stream, nearly 4 hours. And for anybody who sort of jumped in, not seen Dungeons and Dragons before or not knowing what campaign we were doing, appreciate it might have been a little bit difficult. But I always like the opportunity to stream when I can, and all the guys were well up for it as well. So I'm glad if you came to saw that and you enjoyed it. I'm really happy about that. And if there's anything, like I say, that you think I might be able to do a bit better, then please, by all means, do let me know. Going to stream for about an hour and a half today. Going to look to leave sort of about 4 o'clock-ish. But we'll see where the game takes us to see if I stray either a bit before that or a little bit after that. So what I'll do is we shall crack straight on with Murdered Soul Suspect. So let's get this going. Right, here we go. Right, so let's continue. You'll also have to bear with me. I've not eaten lunch today. I started a little bit late. I said I was going to be here at the 2:30 stream. I had to go do the food shop for the week, unfortunately, and just being busy all morning. Haven't got to eat yet, so during some cutscenes, etc., I will be having some food. Do apologise. I'll mute my mic as to not be sitting there munching away. But it's a good old hearty food company from Tesco's. Pot noodle, 28p for a snack, can't go wrong. Anyway, let's go see where we're at. Right, let's drop the sensitivity down because remember this game is quite sensitive. And let's head to the Judgment House. So we've just come, just for the recap, we've just come from the church where we found that we were looking for, I've forgotten her name, Iris. And unfortunately it looks like the Bell Killer has got to her, so she is no longer about. And we found that it appears the killer is using techniques from the museum that we visited just before that. So let's see what the Judgment House brings. We think that's where the Bell Killer might be actually living. Again, looking through from when we come from the museum. And we found a key, didn't we, that he had dropped. So let's see what this brings us. We have seen this before, haven't we? So let's keep running and running, and running and running and running. Right. Let's take this left. We've got 48 meters until our next turn off, it seems. Well, there's a lot of noises going on. I don't think anything's nearby, but we'll just keep an eye out for that just in case. Oh, hello. We haven't been here before, it seems, because we can collect this. The Judgment House plaque. Let's read the information about that. So, known as the Judgment House, the former residence of Judge John Hathorne from 1641 to 1717, who at times held court in his own parlour room. He kept the accused locked in his cellar, as was the custom in colonial times. His unfortunate role in the witch trials of 1692 became a permanent blotch on his name. Okay, so let's crack on through to the Judgment House then. Thankfully no spirits have blocked this up.
I always heard this place was such an interesting museum back in its heyday. Now it's just a place propped up by rusty nails and rumors. A place you wouldn't dare your worst enemy to go into. Judgment House. Huh. Maybe this abandoned place isn't so abandoned after all.
And there's a police car.
I hate it when I'm right.
Oh, don't be Baxter, come on. What have we got here then? Oh, the door is just shut behind us. But that means we can't get out now either, because we can't actually interact with the physical world. So, let's see, is there any danger nearby to start with? Can't see any demons. Okay, so let's see what's around here. It looks like we can rebuild the staircase in just a second, but let's check the ground floor first. Can't go anywhere. No, it's telling us we have to go straight upstairs. Okie dokie. What have we got? So, let's see if we can reveal this side. There we go. We can reveal whatever this is. It is the Ashes to Ashes. 10 more to uncover the story. Okay, let's crack on with this side. I'm gonna probably put some money on some demons are gonna appear in a second, and the noise when demons appear usually scares me because it's quite loud shrieking. So let's see whether or not I do jump. Oh, what is that? A natural bridge of ghost and flesh. You harvest souls what is that? As though a friend. You cut with a scythe, with pitchfork thresh until you meet your righteousness. I'm assuming that says. Let's see. Oh, righteous end. There we go. Okay. What else is in this room? They're gonna disappear. So, what's these noises we can hear here? Okay. What else can we find? Let's jump into there. Reveal this. Teleport through that, can't we? So that's fine. Oh, something else here that we can reveal. There's 8 more needed. Gonna be quite thorough, check every room here. There's all these things that we need to find and uncover. Here's another poem. What I might do is read it this way. Let man beware who keeps so foul a witch from harm beneath his wing. She casts a spell upon his soul and wreaks damnation's reckoning. Okay. So let's go back. Go in this room here. Oh, we can't go straight on anymore, so what's in here? Oh, another one. To rid the land of nature's guilt through exercise of power requires more vigilance than thou wilt. 'Tis always judgment hour. I'm a bit concerned these look like they're written in blood, but it doesn't look. It looks more like crayon, to be fair, doesn't it? Uh-oh, what are we going to see through here?
Holy shit, look at all this crap. This is... Oh, fresh paint, this one's just been done. The witch who flew from her own mother, herself a witch, herself in flight. She'll meet her death like so many other, and leave both realms this very night. Oh no, that's about Joy. This looks like the Bell Killer's war room. I should check this all out.
Scour this room about information about the Bell Killer. Oh, there's something in there, isn't there? But let's have a look in here first. What have we got? So we've got that clue. Examine the details here. Third hanging victim discovered. Bizarre hanging in 3 recent murders harkened back to Salem's shameful past. Wednesday, June the 5th, 1940. Okay. Personal items. Teddy bear with a... Okay. Murderous past. Okay. This map shows the location of all his murders, but in far more detail than the police know. Anything up high? So that is victims and murder methods. These are the methods the killer used to murder the victims and how each one of them died. Can't tell if he's consistent or schizophrenic. Okay. There's one more clue here that we've missed somewhere on the floor. There's another one here. The devil made me do it. Mayor Studer deflects blame after being charged with a series of torturous murders. Notice this one's 1903. So let's conclude the investigation.
Wait. Similar murders, multiple killers, decades apart. Is this a string of copycats? A conspiracy? What else did you hide in this house, you freak?
So...
What was that?
Oh, shit. I have a bad feeling, because how powerful this guy is, that he might be supernatural. And here are some demons. Right, so some more things through there we can hide through. Where else can we go? Right, so let's hide here. We've got a raven there. We've got 2 ravens, in fact, so we can skip past these, or we can either grab them. We need to see how close we can get to that raven. I have a feeling he's going to turn around and see me if I don't hide. That now's our chance, I think. So, did that cause a distraction? It's not distracting. Come over this way a bit more. D and left click, and let's hide quickly before the other demon possibly comes past. Right, okay, there's one demon gone. Let's see. The other one's the way over there, look. I don't know if we're going to get that with no other souls to hide in sight. Okay, so it's just a long corridor. W and right click. Let's get rid of both of them. Right, so now we should be free to actually look up here now and see what we've got. No, I want to reveal, thank you. Collect that. Ronan the Stranger. It's like I don't even know him and I felt so close, but to a man in my imagination, I think that something like a criminal record should really come up earlier in a relationship. It's not even his past that is keeping me away now. It's that he didn't tell me right away. He said his tattoos made it obvious, but I don't know. Not obvious enough, I guess. It might be too late for us. Ooh, I wonder if that means she was thinking of leaving him, perhaps, at one point. Let's have a little look. Carry on, shall we? What have we got round the corner? Thank you very much. Oh, another one here. Let's reveal that. Can't go through that room there, can we? I'm waiting for all these doors to keep creaking. Didn't quite make me jump this time, but there's a lot of demons this time. A lot of demons. So let's go through here a second. So this is where we can jump through there. There's nothing else in this room, is there? So let's jump through to here. Fight with Ronan. Sometimes that man can be an insensitive beast. I know he's got pressures at work, but home is the place where you let go of all those things. It'll be better tomorrow, I know. But for now, I'm done thinking about it. Okay. Right, let's see how we're going to get past these then, shall we? So they're all going to the left. One does come in front of us. I am a little bit conscious that I think I got found before through, not actually in sight, but rather through, they sort of saw me through the wall. So I'm going to be a little bit cautious, I think. A little bit cautious. There's nowhere else to really hide, just 3. So if one of them come this way, we might be in a bit of trouble. Which they do separate quite a bit there, don't they? Which means that one on the left we could probably get into attack. Let's just wait here a second. Wait for them to do their split again and we'll go for it, I think. I sort of wanted to go straight in there. W in there. I think I've been spotted though. Yep. Right, I got rid of that one. Can't get through there, can we? So I assume we have to kind of go in that direction, you see, because that's where they're all sort of hiding. turn around. Right, they've all turned around now. Let's do this one. W and right click. Let's hide before he turns around. Right, so that's 2 out of 4. Which one are we going to go for next? We'll go for the next closest one, can't we? So. W on left. I think that one not seeing me? He's not seeing me. Okay, I reckon we can escape through one of them, can't we? So let's leave that one alone for the time being. He's all the way over there, isn't he? I'm just conscious I haven't searched these rooms. Let's just move out of the way a second. What I'll try and do is I'm going to try and get that. Right, now we can search his... Thought there was another one then. Now we can search his rooms, can't we? Just trial history. February 4th, 1693. The witches are all released and Governor Phipps will not permit further prosecution. Yet it is this girl I fear most. I did threaten her with pressing, and with glee she did tell me of the tortures of her own father, who pressed and ducked her into drowning. Would she not accuse his enemies? So I am not the first man to use this creature, and she is not feared by my rebukes. Those who see the spirits of her natural world are as conjurers to her, and she will not be dissuaded in her pursuit of them. She must be destroyed by any available measure of the law. Oh, okay. So, anything else in these rooms that we've missed? There's something over there, or is that just a light? I think that might just be a light. So this is where we came in, wasn't it? Cool. So, we know we came in this side. Let's double check this room. There might be something we can pick up actually, see? There we go. The parlour of the judge's house, what we would call the living room, was one of the more spacious indoor areas available for holding trials. The witch trials were sometimes held here, and sometimes in another public building, such as a tavern. So, anything in here? No? No, nothing in here, is there? Cool, right, let's go to the front. Right, and just before we get to this door, I just need to drop the Hoover off at this room for my my partner, so just bear with me just 30 seconds and I'll be right back. Right, oh hello, it looks like my game has just decided to turn itself off. That's going to be frustrating if we have to do all that again, and apologies for those that were watching. Interesting. see what's going to happen. There's nothing even on my screen that said it had frozen or anything. It just simply wasn't there anymore. I bet we're going to have to do those 4 demons. Yep. Oh man, that's frustrating. Right, let's just go straight in and do this. Oh, what we got? A D in there. Oh, he's seen me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hide. Oh, he left me pretty quickly that time, though, didn't he? Right, that's one gone. How do we go about these once again? What I might do... Let's go to the right... over here. I think I can hide in here, can't I? Right, what we got? Let's wait for them to cross over or go their separate ways. So W and finish. And let's go back into hide. No, where are they? Over there. This one comes quite close if I remember, doesn't it? So we'll probably wait for him just to trundle over here. Here he comes. He gets closer than that, doesn't he, if I remember? Let's go for it. W and left click. And we'll come in here to hide again. And where's that last demon? Over there. Let's get ready and we'll just wait for him to turn around. Now what we got? S and right. That was quicker than last time, wasn't it? I think, although it's managed to remember the stuff we've picked up, so that's kind of frustrating in a way, but there we go. Right, let's crack on through here. Crack on through here, and let's go downstairs. But the door's going to shut behind us, isn't it? No. Split screen.
Oh my God, Baxter?
Oh shit, maybe it's not Baxter then.
I should have been the one that stopped you.
Here we go.
Ronan? What the hell's going on?
You sick bastard. Why'd you do it? Why'd you bring back the witch trials and kill all those innocent girls?
You think I'm the Bell Killer? Are you insane? I've never killed anyone. You gotta help me. What is this place? We gotta get out of here.
Oh, we gotta get out of here. All of a sudden, we're buds. You need to tell me what's going on here.
Let's go with who killed you first, shall we?
So, who killed you?
The Bell Killer, you idiot. But I didn't get a good look at his face.
What were you doing here? We'll go for
What were
it.
you doing here?
Following a lead. I never dropped the case. I had this psychic, Cassandra, working with me. And we figured out the Bell Killer is hunting mediums.
Is that
like a
Joy's mum?
witch trial execution copycat. At that point, we couldn't let it go, even after Rex demoted me.
So that's why you're at the museum.
So that's where the killer is now, I think.
Where's the killer?
No idea. He could be anywhere. But when we fought, he said something I didn't understand at all.
Contract.
Wait. The killer actually talked?
Not much, but I think I hit a nerve. I told that bastard he'd be dead soon, but he said, I already know death. And then something about his instrument of death will kill again tonight.
My instrument of death? But he kills different ways every time. I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
We gotta figure out what that means.
Okay, let's ask him where Cassandra is.
Do you know where Cassandra is? Is she still alive?
Last I checked, yeah. I took her to a safe house outside of town.
Oh my God, she's alive. I was sure she'd be dead too. Joy would be freaking ecstatic. She shouldn't end up alone.
Okay, let's see if he knows Joy.
Cassandra ever bring up her daughter?
Wouldn't shut up about her. We looked for Joy for days, but it was too risky. Cassandra has been begging me to track Joy down, but I haven't found her yet.
You're not gonna believe this. Joy's been helping me tonight.
Figures a cop like you would need help to get this far.
You mean like what? The help you got from her mom? Alright, you get back to Cassandra. Make sure she's still safe and bring her back to the station.
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna quickly check out the cellar and come up with a plan. I hope.
So it's not Baxter. Baxter is not the killer. So Baxter knows Joy. Baxter knew Joy this entire time and was trying to find her and make sure she was safe. Okay. Baxter moved Cassandra to a safe house outside of town when the Bell Killer threat against her became real. The killer is planning another murder tonight with his instrument of death. Yeah, I wonder what that means. And the Bell Killer murdered Baxter in the Judgment House cellar. Okay, so we think he's still here somewhere then. So new objective, search the cellar for the killer's trail. Oh, bless me. Right. We just come from up there, didn't we? So we don't want to go out. I wish I would stop sneezing. Bless me again. So can't see it. There's something over here that we need to pick up. Let's go pick that up. Colonial cellar plaque. The cellar of the home of a judge was often the temporary jail for prisoners awaiting trial. This custom was certainly in practice here, where witch trial suspects were held awaiting the judgment of Judge Hathorne. Long-term holding facilities were unnecessary in these cases, as the penalty for witchcraft under English law was always death. Ooh. Anything over here before we venture on through? No, it doesn't look like it. Nothing shiny here, so we will go straight through. Right. Search the cellar for unexpected areas.
What the hell happened down here?
Jeez, okay. Investigate the holding cell. So he's pointing at something. Let's have a look what we got. So he looks very stern. He looks like he's judging or accusing. Let's go accusing. And I reckon he was definitely judging, wasn't he?
You claim righteousness, but you know your guilt and cannot deny your punishment is due.
Okay. So the angry man points in the cell and claims to his accused that punishment is due. What have we got in here? Extinguish light. Two reveals here by the looks of it. That's that girl, isn't it? So that's the... So this girl here looks like it's the girl that met us at the very beginning. Pleading and imprisoned, that's what I'm going for here.
You stood for justice. How is this just?
Imprisoned Abigail. Abigail was held prisoner and thought this punishment was unjust. Nothing up here. Change on the wall. Can we look at the change? Yeah, there we go. What else have we got behind? No rest for the wicked. A prison inside a prison. Why would you need to cage somebody who's already locked in a tiny cell? So let's find an answer, shall we? What happened down here? So there's three things. So should we go righteous man? Imprisoned Abigail. And the symbol in the cell? Or prison shackles? Prison bed, candles. Okay, they were in a separate room. So it's between symbol in the cell and prison shackles, I reckon. Let's go prison shackles. I think she was definitely locked up. Makes it feel more like a dungeon than a prison. What are the most relevant clues? See that bell tower though. I'm gonna go for the symbol. There we go.
You claim righteousness, but you know your guilt and cannot deny your punishment is due.
I thought you stood for justice. How is this just?
The courts are not a place for your murderous whimsy. You are a corrupt heathen. The families of those innocent souls you executed through false accusation of witchcraft will exact their righteous justice tonight.
False accusation?
What is that nonsense you draw?
My mark will burn like a brand in the flesh of this town. If it takes me to the ends of eternity, I will personally make the bell toll for every witch in Salem.
Holy shit.
Boy, the guy who killed me is Abigail. She might be the Bell Killer. How is that possible? I gotta get out of here and figure out how to track her down.
Abigail is the Bell Killer, but how could she be? Oh man. And I bet us getting out now is going to be very difficult, isn't it? Oh hello, we can go through here it seems. Wait for the shriek of the demons.
Dispatch. Has Rex checked in? He's transporting a suspect to the station and we can't get him on the radio. He isn't picking up his phone either.
Nope, he hasn't checked in. We'll
Oh no.
Copy that.
Oh shit, if Rex is missing, it could be going down right now. Where'd you take Joy, you asshole?
The church. Killer's destination. Where would Abigail take Joy? Okay, this is going to be difficult. So we've got the Judgment House, the witness's destination. The witness is headed to the police station to track down her mother's book. No, so that's not going to help us. Oops. That's not going to help us where Abigail will take joy. One of Salem's historic sites, a mansion owned by a judge where the accused witches were tried as part of the Salem witch trials in 1692. Would we take her there, do we think? Let's read the other ones first. That ghost girl from the alleys is Abigail Williams, and this gallows was actually used to execute her centuries ago. So that could be a place. Instrument of death is not going to say where. Is Abigail the bell killer? No, that's not going to help. Killer's destination. A witness thinks the killer was headed up to the top floor apartment intentionally. It wasn't random. No, that's not going to help. The witness is staying at the nearby church. No. The cops aren't leading to my killer's trail yet. I should check the top floor apartment. Church attic. Priest told us she could stay in the attic. Where would that be? So I think we've got Judgment House, the actual Puritan era gallows. Killer's instrument of death? I can see at the top here we've got 3 to pick, and I can only think of 2. Oh, I keep pressing escape instead of Where would Abigail take joy? Let's try that. Right, so I've got that. Oh, Judgment House. So let's click that one. No, it's not. Need clues about a location that's important to Abigail and why. Ah, wrong button again.
Father, do you have anywhere that I could stay just for a little while?
Of course, dear. The church is always here to help. I think we have an old attic you can stay in for as long as you like.
Don't. Need clues about a location that's important to Abigail. Witness thinks the killer was headed to the top floor apartment intentionally. It wasn't random. Try the instrument of death. It's Abigail, the bell killer. There we go.
Yeah. Instrument of death, meaning her death, where she was killed. The gallows at the museum.
So Joy going to be at the museum?
Hang on, kid. I'm on my way.
Right, we need to run, don't we? The killer has Joy at the museum. There we go. Right. There's a bit more demons up here. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Watch it. Here come the demons. We're going out the back door here, have we? No, we're going out the normal. There's black things over there on the left look a bit scary, don't they? Let's go to the History Museum. Let's go. go to the History Museum. Where are we going? This way a bit. But how could Joy have that strength? Was it something shot? Nice one there, we had it. That's nice on the side of these cars. We'll take this opportunity to say thank you for coming to the stream if you've been watching. Really do appreciate it, and yeah, please let me know anything I can do to make the stream any better, or if you've just had a great time, just let me know. Drop a message in the chat, I'd be really grateful. And if you would like to follow as well for more sort of these sort of games, then yeah, just hit the little heart button and it'll be a follow. Thank you very much. Ooh, warning, proceeding to the final encounter will make it impossible to return to Salem. Do you want to continue? Let's just hit back very quickly. We've not finished some of these. We done most of them, though, didn't we? We didn't get this one here. What about the side cases? There's still a load, isn't there? I mean, we don't. Still a lot we can get with these two, isn't there? But maybe we can come. Oh, we can't return to Salem. Ooh. Okay, no, we'll go for it. Let's go for it. Can we actually do a separate save? No, we can't. Right, let's go for it. We can do a completion one another time.
No one deserves to be murdered. And when the psycho trying to kill someone pretends there's some grand justice behind it, that just makes it all the more twisted.
Did he forget he was a ghost for a minute? Really? Right, we know that if they trap us, we can get out of those.
Joy!
Ronan, help!
Not another step.
It's Buddy Rex!
No, not you, Rex. This has nothing to do with her, Abigail. Oh, but it does. For 300 years, we have executed the witches who corrupt our fair city.
Down there. Let's go.
Those who try to mask their demonic
Oh,
contracts.
don't say the police are going to
leverage
kill
powers
Rex.
they should never possess. Just like you have. Don't you dare compare me to her! Easy, easy. Put your hands up!
Help!
Don't do anything stupid.
Hands up! Stop what you're doing. Hands up! Do it now!
Stop!
Rex, you piece of shit. What are you doing?
No.
This was you.
Want you getting closer to the truth.
Ronan, do something!
What the hell are we going to do?
Hold tight, kid. I'm on my way.
What can stop Abigail? The witness in custody, partnership, the original target, killer's identity, my only lead. Joy's first. Powerful scream. Do it.
It's over, Abigail.
Oh, she's gonna go into Joy. Too late, I don't know what I can do.
No!
Joy!
Not that. Right, I've got to start again. So, right, okay, so we knock him unconscious. What can we then do? Can I go into him instead? What I'll do is we'll skip this.
Joy!
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go into Joy. Let's influence her with a powerful scream. Let's do that. Can I possess Ronan? Right, come on, let's see. Or can I get her like a...
It's over, Abigail.
Can't get her like a demon, can I? Right, so she's going to go for him to do that. So, let's quickly see if I... Can I possess? What does it say? Grab Abigail's arm.
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No.
You scourge of Salem. It is time to pay for your sins!
This can't be happening. You want to use memories against me? Two can play at that game.
I know the truth about your death, but I still don't know the truth about mine. Did you use Rex to kill me?
Rex was my most influential. The most respected, the most feared official in town. Of course I did.
How could Rex have done it? Rose's killer had blue eyes.
I didn't use the same killer for every murder.
Baxter. Why did you kill Baxter?
I eventually kill all the killers I use. Especially the ones who get close to the truth.
So why did you kill me?
I wasn't close to the truth in the apartment. I wasn't one of your killers. Why did I have to die?
Did we kill somebody?
No. I wouldn't. No.
No, I wouldn't. How could I?
She possessed us.
You made me kill her.
Can we grab Abigail as well and bring her in?
If I'm going out, you're coming with me.
Damn, son, she dead. Dead. Oh, thank goodness for that. Whew. I thought that rope hanger meant she was dead.
We all got a dark side, sometimes obvious, sometimes not. If we're lucky, we keep our dark side hidden. By law, Rex was a killer. But the law doesn't always see the truth. Fortunately, Joy did. And she would never press charges. She might even help Rex cover his tracks. One thing's for certain. She's a better person than I was at that age. A kid who deserves forgiveness. She's paid her dues. And committing a few small crimes, searching for your mom, well, even the coldest cops would forgive those.
Mom!
Hasn't been a Bell Killer murder since the night Abigail met her final end. But the case never officially closed. But memories fade, time heals. With luck, Salem will move on and find peace. Death repays debts, my father always said. Forever I believe that. But truth be told, this life ain't over until you're honest about what you owe. Set everything right. Settle your debts. Only then can you move on.
So do we need to let
Ronan?
Dun dun dun. Well, completed. I enjoyed that. That was a good game. It was what I like about that sort of thing is how obviously you had to do your own sort of investigations on the crime scenes and stuff like that to try and figure out what actually happened. And the fact that there's things to find and search. Obviously we didn't find every single thing, and it did say that once you do this you can't go back. Did kind of think at this point then it probably would be the end of the game, and I wonder if I can go back possibly maybe to the last save before that, and it possibly allow me to actually go find all the extra bits and bobs around the town of Salem. But yeah, we've done it. I think it took us 5 episodes of stream, so it's probably, I think it's about 8 hours maybe, just as a rough guess without looking back at the stream times and stuff like that. But yeah, we've done it. I'll just see if anything happens at the end of this with all the credits, although it might be a little while. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it too if you've been watching the streams. Sad it's over so quickly actually. It did seem actually a pretty quick story. Especially if you didn't do any of the side little bits, like where I kept going round, etc., and trying to find the items that you have to find to collect I think I saw something come up saying I collected over just over 150 items. I got an achievement for 150 of them. So there's probably close range of about 200 items to find, I reckon. But had you not done all that and literally just ran straight to each objective, this probably could have been done very quickly within probably about 4 hours, I would probably say. I reckon about half my time was trying to understand things, trying to look for things, and yeah, I just think it's been fantastic. Would I have paid £20 for it, the full price? I'm not sure if I'd have paid £20 for it. So if it is on offer, then I reckon it's a steal to get, especially at £2. I mean, £2. If it lasted 2 hours, I'd have been happy with £2. But that's just my personal preference. And especially for people that like to be completionists and things like that. I reckon it's going to be pretty tough to try and find every single thing, especially if you're doing it blind like we've just done. There's probably still a lot of places that I never finished investigating. There's lots of Abigail's memories, not Abigail's, our wives' memories that we didn't find. Lots of things about the Bell Killer as well we didn't find. So I reckon that could be probably about another 4 hours or so of just thorough investigation of what's going on. Yeah, that's been absolutely fantastic. Like I say, I've enjoyed it. And if that was sort of a game that you like playing, then I highly recommend it. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have on the credits here, but there were just what I will talk about some of the other games that I've been contemplating playing. So there was, I mentioned last stream, Orwell, which it looks like you use social media and you scout around and you sniff out clues and things to other crimes and everything. I haven't had a full look into it. It was a Twitch Prime free game, so I thought that would be quite a nice one to play. I think I've also got some other ones. I'm not sure if this is going to disrupt the stream if I do this. So we've got Orwell and Orwell Ignorance is Strength. The Flame in the Flood is another game that was, I think, also a Twitch Prime game. So that's possibly another one I'm going to stream. If you guys have any suggestions of different games to stream, then please do let me know. It would be good to see what kind of games you guys would like to see as well. What I thought about with the sort of the cheaper games and the free games as well is that people that are contemplating buying it, they could probably look at these streams and just see if it's something they'd like. So hopefully that helps you guys that are contemplating different games. If there's any other games, as I say, that you think would be good, then please do let me know. The suggestion box on the Twitch page would be absolutely fantastic to do that. Just drop yourself a little suggestion in there. And we can look to play another game. So what I might do, like I said, I wanted to finish about 4 o'clock, so we're coming up to a good time. Once the credits on here have happened, we'll see if there's anything else that it lets us do, just to see where it leaves us. Can we go back to the save before the final encounter, or is that it? Do we have to start a new game? And we could possibly just have a sneaky peek at what Orwell is, start it up, see if there's an introduction in Orwell, and we can try and go from there. I'm hoping, as I say, that the credits finish reasonably quickly. I know they've probably got a lot of names to go through, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go grab a bottle of water while I do that, and I'm just going to put the screen to the Be Right Back gaming screen, so I will be back in just a second. Cool, so I'm going to keep the eerie music on in the background. What I've decided to do is, I think what might have happened is when I switched between the two Be Right Back screens and the gaming screen last time, it looked like it stopped it, so I'm just going to put us back onto the screen here. And just keep, obviously, the eerie music from Murder Soul Suspect will be in the background. We'll get better visualization when the actual credits are finished. I can obviously see what's going on my screen as well, but yeah, it's I'm as I say, a bit disappointed how quickly that game went actually, but should be good fun. Sadly you can't skip past the credits. So for the people that have been watching the Murdered Soul Suspect streams, I really appreciate you guys coming along, following the story with me. That was the first playthrough, the blind playthrough as well for myself, never played it before, and hope it gave a sort of an experience of what it might be like for you guys if you do decide to play the game yourself, obviously with a bit of knowledge now if you've been following the streams. Yeah, it's been pretty good though. I've enjoyed it. I think it was a bit more enjoyable perhaps than the Hacknet side of things that I did before. I know a lot of people ask me, well, what is Hacknet, what is it you're actually doing, and I had to go explain a little bit of what it was, and as I mentioned before, if you're not sort of into computers and that kind of thing, it might not have been as interesting, whereas at least this one on screen here, it was actually animated action. You're seeing things moving about, you're not just seeing text into a box and things like that happening, which was what Hacknet was. But as I mentioned before, I want to go back to that because we're going to look at the extension to Hacknet, which is the I think it's called Cougar Trials or Cougar Trials. I can't remember how to pronounce it. So I'll be doing that at some point. And yeah, it's I'm just trying to see if I can get through these credits anytime soon, but they are persistent. So but as I say, it'd be good to know if there's any games that you guys recommend. As I say, I've done a little bit of PC gaming, but I've been very sort of closed in the games that I play. I mean, I play Fortnite. I've been playing the new Apex Legends, but I'm choosing for two reasons not to stream them. The first one being the fact that actually I need a separate PC to be able to do the streaming side of things. Whilst I can play the game absolutely fine, I can't actually do the video recording and the streaming aspect of it. So that's why I don't do those. And also, secondly, it's streamed by a lot of other far popular streamers as well. And they're probably 1,000 times better than I would be at the game anyway, because they play it each and every day. That's their job. So I don't want to go ahead and play those sorts of games on a stream, at least anyway. But if you've got any other games that you can sort of show me or recommend to me, that would get my knowledge and my experience of gaming expanded as well. I've also actually started thinking about it. I've started playing League of Legends. I understand I had a new season started, and a couple of my friends play it, and the guys at work play it, and they've been really helpful as well, bless them, trying to teach a little noob like me how I can actually play League of Legends, because it's actually, I found the first time play experience quite tricky, in fact very tricky, just because it doesn't really go into much detail on how to build your character up and things like that in the game when you're playing the games. So that's been pretty tricky actually, and again they've been pretty helpful, bless them. Give me links and stuff like that. But trying to understand what you can build your deck with and stuff like that's really tricky. And instead of just having to literally read them all, it's nice to know certain things, how to do certain things, and why that happens. So if you're ever going to play League of Legends, I would suggest make sure you've got a friend that already plays it, if you're a first time player that is, and you probably have a little bit more of an enjoyable experience, just because you actually have a bit more of an idea of what's going on rather than just, what the hell am I doing? Which is how I was to start with. I just run, die. I was like, this is not cool. It looks like, however, that the Soul Suspect is about to finish, so if you want to bear with me for just another couple of seconds whilst it finishes scrolling up the screen, I'll switch back over to it and just see where it leaves us. And that way, if you decide to play the game yourself and you want to just go run through it first of all, and not do the completion side of things, picking all these things up, then you'll be able to see if you can actually go back or whether or not you need to do it as a full separate run out, as it were, which I hope is not the case. However, I can totally appreciate and understand if that is what happens. But usually whenever you complete a game, usually the final save is right just before the end, so hopefully that will give us enough time. This software product includes Autodesk Scaleform software 2014 Autodesk Inc. All rights reserved. Let's just finish with the last AMD and I'll switch back over. In fact, let's do that now. Hopefully it won't. Actually, no, I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to cut the game off right as we've waited all this time. So let's have a look. Dolby Digital, the notorious last thing to see in all credits. So hopefully it'll take us back to the main menu. There we go. It has indeed. So let's just flick you guys over so you can see what's going on. So if I hit continue, where does it leave us? Oh no! Oh, so I can. What happens if I exit?
Not going that way.
No. Oh, so that is it. We cannot go back. That is it then. Restart from last checkpoint, and the last checkpoint will be there. Guarantee it. Yep, there we go. So you cannot go back at all. No worries. It's a shame. We'll have to just start a new game to do that then. So let's quit that, and we'll get you guys back onto the other screen there, just so you can see my ugly face. Cool. So what we will do very, very quickly, because I see it's getting to 4 o'clock now, I'm going to open up Orwell. Let me just change my screen over here so we can get you onto Orwell. Wait for it to load first of all. Here we go. So what should I be able to do? Swap over to Orwell. There we go. Welcome, you have been accepted into Orwell. Please create a profile. So we'll go through the profile creation there, and then we'll call it a day, I think. So let's create the profile. You have been selected for the Orwell test phase. Please create a profile. Enter your name. Let's go with Yo Dancer. Select a profile picture. None of them really look like me, as it were. So let's just go with that one. There we go, that'll do. Let's go to the next page. Did you know Orwell follows the principle of ethical codex? You may now enter your email address. Entering your mail address will allow us to inform you about updates on your case. The addresses entered will be handled with care and not used for any other purposes. It says it's optional. I'm not sure if I really want to do that, to be fair, so I'm just going to hit next step. Be diligent. Your work has a severe impact. Please agree to the following terms. I am aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of the citizens of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my belief. While working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. Okay, let's agree to it. Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. Your registration is now complete. Please wait logging in. Ding. Freedom Plaza, April 12th, 2017, 7:48. Okay. Let's see what happens. So at the moment I don't have any access to do anything at this point. Okay, so we're using CCTV, it seems, to be able to identify people and see if they've got a criminal database record. What? Holy hell, man. Episode 1, the clocks were striking 13. Symes, good. You're online, good. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will form both the first and the last line of defence against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been an incident. So, let's get started. I've activated the Reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Okay, so we'll very quickly just click the Reader, and let's read the headlines. The leading... Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the Profiler. Open up the unknown person file once you're done. I think this is going to very quickly get us stuck into something. So, for the purposes of this, I'm going to quit Orwell. There we go. And what we shall do is we shall leave that there for this stream. So, thank you for everybody who's been watching the stream. Really do appreciate it. And there's a little sneak peek into Orwell, which I think we'll pick up with the next stream. I believe we're also doing another Dungeons & Dragons stream on Friday, so for those of you that like Dungeons & Dragons, Friday 8 o'clock is when we try to go live if everybody's in the lobby. So I'll sort of be on about 10 to that sort of time, just to get everything sort of up and running. I hope you have enjoyed the Murdered Soul Suspect streams. I won't be coming to that. I won't be doing a completion thing on that anymore. But I will also be keeping an eye out for any other little games that people might like, especially if they're on such a good 90% offer like I had there. So again, thank you for everybody and anybody that's been watching those streams. Hope you've enjoyed the stream today, and yeah, please say hello in the chat window, or drop a message on the social media. I'm going to be putting a link to everything in the bottom of there. So I've set up an Instagram, I've set up a Twitter, I've got a YouTube channel as well, where I'm going to be putting my episodes to. So I'm making sure that I'm going to get those live into the Twitch feed at the bottom here, so you can have a nice easy access just to click it if you wish to go on there. But thank you again for all of your support so far. Really do appreciate it. And what have we got? So we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly a little stream on Wednesday. If not, we're going to be streaming on Friday for Dungeons & Dragons. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great rest of the weekend, and see you soon. Bye.